7 years ago, we chose to transform the way we govern ourselves. Then, as now, Kenyans wanted a few simple things. Central to these was that they all wanted to be at the center of government. They wanted fair access to basic services. They wanted leaders who respected their needs and choices. And they also wanted honest leaders who were directly accountable to them. We Kenyans have a habit about disagreeing about many things. But I dare say that on this singular subject, we were all in agreement, and none will deny that this is what we wanted from devolution. 4 years ago, the Kenyan people handed me the privilege to implement this fundamental change. And indeed, despite challenges, I'm pleased to see that the institutions that we have set up together to support the aspirations of Kenyans stand firm today, clearly recognizing that devolution is here to stay. What remains is simple. And when I say we who are gathered here, I mean us leaders in particular, need to constantly ask ourselves if we have met the expectations of those who have placed so much faith in us. Are ordinary Kenyans today at the heart of government? Do ordinary Kenyans have fair access to the basics? Are we being honest? Are we accountable to those who put us here? To determine the success of devolution, all we need to do is answer these questions. Let me begin by saying that on my part, I have been privileged to have overseen the establishment of devolution. I am proud that we, working together, have lifted by the goodwill and participation of ordinary Kenyans right across the country, have been able to change much and in a very short period of time. Devolution ranks at the very top of my administration's priority list. And that's why we fully support it, knowing that it promises a future of shared prosperity for every Kenyan. Indeed, despite the calls for additional money, we need to recognize that our deeds have matched our words. By the time the next budget is ready, we will have transferred more than 1 trillion shillings to 47 county governments. That is at least double the constitutional minimum of 15% of shareable revenue that the Constitution recognizes. The transition arrangements for our people and the identification and transition of assets and liabilities are close to being complete. The facilitation of county governments has been effected through the National Capacity Building Framework for county governments. And also, the critical oversight functions of the National Treasury, the Senate, the Controller of Budget, and the Auditor General have ensured that systems and persons are also accountable and transparent. Sure, over the period, some have been left unhappy by findings of impropriety and financial mismanagement. But in fact, these findings, I believe, only reflect the fact that the system which track the spending of public money are in good working order. That is how we keep leaders honest and accountable, and that is how we serve the Kenyans who sent us here, and that is indeed how we must continue to make a success of devolution.